Hey there, Eric. I know that it's been a while since the two of us talked, but I was just wondering if you're still awake.
Oh, hey Rachel. Yeah, I'm still awake. But what are you doing texting me so late at night? Is everything okay? I know that you're overseas working right now, so I would assume that you'd be pretty busy.
Actually, I just got back home from there not that long ago, but I was wondering, it's been a bit 5 years since we last spoke. How come you aren't more surprised at me showing up like this? You're acting a little cold.
Oh, sorry. It's not that I'm surprised or anything like that. I've just been following what you've been up to on the news and stuff. So I guess for me, it kind of doesn't really feel like it's been that long since you're still everywhere.
You mean that you've been watching the news about me? You've been following me in the media?
Well, I know that you and I are divorced, of course, but it wasn't like we really ended things on all that bad of terms. I mean, we didn't get into fights or anything like that, so yeah, every now and then I tune in. And Daisy is always happy to get to see you on TV and hear your voice as well.
Oh, I see. Well, I just want you to know how sorry I am for everything, Eric. I really do mean it.
What do you mean? What do you have to be sorry about?
Well, I was always insisting on chasing after my own dreams, and I would always leave you behind to take care of Daisy. So, I just want you to know that I'm sorry about how selfishly I was acting in the past. I realize how bad it was of me now.
Oh, you really didn't need to apologize or anything for that, you know? I mean, I remember 5 years ago when those drawings of yours really started to find an audience overseas. And then you told me that you had found someone who wanted to sponsor you over there. I don't know. I just always thought that it was amazing that you're able to make a career like that for yourself.
And I think that I have been able to accomplish a lot since I moved out here, but that's still no excuse to leave my daughter behind like I did. And now I'm finally coming back after all this time. I just didn't think that I'd be away for 5 whole years. I thought a lot about what I must have done to Daisy and how lonely she must have been after I left and never came back.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. It wasn't easy on her at all. I really can't deny any of what you're saying. But you remember the day you left, don't you? The one who finally gave you the last push out of the door was Daisy. Are you telling me that even after all this time, you still regret leaving to pursue your dreams?
No, it's not like that, Eric. It's just, well, I guess I was at an age where I had given up on dreams until the good news started to come on. And I'm living a fulfilled life where I feel like I'm doing what I want to do. I don't even regret divorcing you, no offense. I think that I've been able to do a lot, and for that, I don't regret my choices.
Well, that's good at least. I think it would be just horrible if you came back after all this time feeling like it was for nothing. Although, I don't know what Daisy is going to think of you coming back since she was the one that pushed you out.
Yes, I've been thinking about that as well, how she might react to me. Obviously, I really went into this with no plans of how things would work out. But I just hope that there'll be some way that Daisy could find it in herself to let the past go and let me back into her life.
I mean, it's not like she hates you or anything like that. She gets really excited whenever you get talked about in the news. And she even has a little scrapbook where she collects headlines that talk about you. I think that she thinks you went out and did something amazing with your life. She may be young, but she's very mature for her age.
Thank you for telling me all that, Eric. I think that it really does help me feel just that much better about all of this.
Well, I think that if you're going to be thanking anyone, it should be Daisy. After all, I'm just trying to do my best to support her in whatever she wants to do, even if that thing is to follow you in the media. But, like I said, I'm really not the one that you should be thanking.
You're right. She is the one who I need to be talking to, giving my thanks to. That's actually a huge reason of why I decided to come back at all.
I see. That actually does remind me, now that you mention it. Just how long are you planning to stay here?
Well, that's actually the thing. I'm going to be working from here from now on. I guess my fame finally made it back to the States and I've managed to secure some Patreons here. So I'm actually coming back to live here for the foreseeable future, if you must know.
Oh, really? I had no idea that you were coming back here to live. Well, I'm glad that things are going so well for you.
Yes, me too. Now I finally can be reunited with my daughter. She still does live with you, right? I know that it's already too late today, but I was hoping to go to your place as soon as tomorrow to meet her.
Oh, well, I'm actually sorry to tell you this, but we don't live together anymore, actually. But I would be more than happy to send you the address of the place where Daisy is living now.
Oh, that's right. I suppose at this point she would have already started college, isn't that right? I mean, she's 19 years old by now, right? So I guess that would put her something around a sophomore at her school.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me. But that's why she was old enough to go out on her own like that.
But this is your daughter that we're talking about. Are you telling me that you don't really care whether or not she lives at home with you?
I suppose you'll get the answer to your question when you go out and talk to Daisy after all this time. But you must be tired if you really just got back today. Are you staying in a hotel or something for now?
Yeah, that's right. For now, I'm just staying in the hotel that is near to the airport.
Oh, okay. Got it. In that case, you get some rest, and I'll send you all the details tomorrow. And I'll be sure to send you Daisy's address before midnight tonight. But you just get some rest.
Hey there, Eric. I'm really sorry to be bugging you this early in the morning as well, but I just wanted to say thanks a lot for sending me Daisy's address. But I actually had just one more thing that I wanted to ask, if that would be alright with you, that is.
Morning. No need to apologize. I was awake already. What is it that you wanted to ask of me?
Well, it's just, I actually went this morning to the address that you gave me, but why did it send me to a graveyard? Are you sure that you gave me the right address? I know that you sent it to me late at night, so is it possible that you were also tired and mistyped the direction to me or something?
Oh, that's what you wanted to ask about. I see. No, that is absolutely the correct address. That's where Daisy is now. It's where she lives. Or at least where she's resting.
So, I don't understand what you're talking about. I was actually looking at the place on my map app, and it doesn't seem like there are any apartments around here at all. Is it my app? Do I need to update it or something? Or is it just that the app that hasn't been updated since housing was built around here?
You said that you input the address that I sent you and that it took you straight to the cemetery, right? If that's the case, then it doesn't sound like any mistakes were made. Not by the app, not by you, and not by me. After all, the address I gave you was the address for the cemetery, so it all checks out.
So then you already did just send me the address for a cemetery? I don't know why you would do that when I was asking you to send me Daisy's address. If this was supposed to be some kind of joke, let me tell you right now that I don't think it's funny at all.
I really wish that it were a joke and that this were all just untrue. But the fact of the matter is that Daisy actually passed away last year. So that's where she lives now.
Okay. You seriously need to knock this off. I mean, of all the disrespect stunts to pull, what is the matter with you? Do you really not want me seeing Daisy that badly? So badly that you would pretend as if she was dead just to try and dissuade me? You know that I know that this is nothing but a lie, right?
I know how you feel. I was in denial about it all at first, but it really is the truth. I am telling you that our daughter passed away last year.
No, this isn't what happened at all. You're doing all this just because you don't want to let me see her. I just wish that you could have been honest with me in the first place. I really don't appreciate you trying to string me along for these cruel little pranks of yours. You realize that I'm really pissed off at you right now, right?
Look, if you really don't believe what I'm trying to tell you, then why don't you just come over to the house? You can see the little shrine I've made for her. I even had part of her cremated, and it's there too. Or if you really don't believe at all what I'm saying, then how about you go and try asking your parents? Or even my parents. They'll all tell you the same thing.
So then, you're really telling me that our daughter, our beautiful 19-year-old, is dead? How did this happen?
She got sick, Rachel. The signs started showing up not that long after you left to start your new life. And until last year, she was finally in remission. But then, before the doctors could even react, it just got so bad she succumbed to the illness.
No, that can't be true. This has to be a lie. Please tell me that you're lying to me. I had no idea Daisy was sick at all. Why is this the first time I'm hearing about this? And what about her funeral? Why wasn't I even told that was happening? Why wasn't I invited for the matter?
Well, that's because Daisy requested that it be that way. She said that she didn't want anything said to you. She was saying that even up to her deathbed, so we knew that it was really how she wanted things to go. And so me and my parents and your parents all agreed to respect those wishes, and we didn't say a thing.
Did Daisy really say that? I don't understand. Why wouldn't she want me at her own funeral? Does she not even think of me as her mother?
No, it wasn't anything like that at all. Daisy actually always really looked up to you, Rachel. I think that Daisy knew that you left the country so that you could go and pursue your dreams, and she didn't want to be holding you back in your past with her death.
But this is my daughter that we're talking about. She was never, ever holding me back. I can't believe that's why she did what she did.
But if you knew that your daughter was terminally ill, would you still be able to make your art? Would you have been able to accomplish all that you did while you've been away all this time? I don't really think that you could, and I guess neither did Daisy. I mean, you redirected your career just to move back here for her, right?
But of course I did. I mean, it was only thanks to Daisy giving me that push that I had the resolve that I did to go and do what I did with my life. But I didn't want it to mean that I was turning my back on the two of you completely. I didn't want her to think that I didn't need her.
Again, I don't think she felt that way. I think the way Daisy felt about the matter was more complex. And for her, no matter how much pain or discomfort or loneliness she may have felt without you, she held herself back from reaching out. And I think now that she's gone, we really don't have any choice but to respect her wishes.
Of course I want to respect her final wishes, but I came all this way back here just to be with my daughter again. And now I come back only to have you tell me that this whole time that I was away, she was struggling with some awful disease and died?
I really don't think I can say that I understand everything that you're going through right now. I'm not you, but I was there for Daisy in her final moments. I don't think anyone can ever know if she made the right decision, or even if that decision was right for her, but for others.
Well, so what? What's the point of all of that? What are you trying to say, huh?
I just mean that I understand the urge to try and lash out and find other people to blame for this. But I just don't want you to hold anything against Daisy. If you want anyone to blame our parents and I.
What do you mean? Why in the world would I blame you for any of this? What do you have to do with all of this?
Well, we were the ones who decided to respect Daisy's wishes and not say anything to you about what was going on. So I just want you to know that Daisy shouldn't be blamed for this, but we should. I know it's tough right now, so please just direct the anger and rage at us.
But, I mean, I couldn't be mad at you at all either. After all, you were just not saying anything to me out of respect for Daisy. I don't think I could ever blame you for just doing all of that.
No, we are the bad guys here for not saying a single word to you. But I just don't want your image of Daisy to be tainted by these questions or if she loved you or anything. Neither you nor her did anything that the other person should be blamed for. And I just hope that reflection on this makes you feel a bit better.
I'm really sorry about all of this, Eric, but I think I just need some time to think about this right now. I don't even know what's happening, really. I mean, I came all the way back here just to... Well, I just don't know what I'm going to do.
Of course. You should take all the time you need to think about what you want to do. And, when you're ready, I think that we should go and visit her grave together. After all, she'd been holding back from going to meet you for so long. I think it's time we give our daughter the closure she deserves.
Yes, you're right. Let's do that. I need a little time is all.
Hey, Rachel. Are you there? I was just curious if you were ready to go and see Daisy's grave today. I mean, you know that there's no need to go if you're not ready or anything like that. I know that you said you needed some time to think. So if I'm asking you about this too soon, please just let me know and I'll back off.
Oh, thank you for checking in on me and asking about me, but I think that I'll be fine to go and do this.
Are you really sure about this? You really want to go and visit her grave with me?
Yes, I really do. I wish that I had come earlier to be able to see Daisy, but I need to see her now. Otherwise, I'll never be able to deal with these feelings.
I understand what you mean. Okay, in that case, I'll swing by your place in the afternoon, okay? And I think your parents are wanting to come along too, if that's okay.
Oh yes, please bring them too. I think it'd be really good to catch up with them since we haven't spoken since I got back. Also, I was wondering if you could maybe bring some old pictures of Daisy or something from the time since I left the house. I just never got to know her by doing all these years, and I would really like access to anything that you might have on her.
Well, you were away for 5 years, so I might have some stuff, but I don't think it's going to be everything.
I understand, but now I just regret so much not being there for those 5 years, especially now that I know how sick Daisy was. I have no idea what she was thinking in her final moments about me, about everything.
Well, hold yourself together just a little longer. We have to get you to the cemetery first. But try and be strong. If not yourself, then for your daughter. Remember how much she looked up to you.
Yes, of course, you're right, but I wonder if I made the right decision as a mother.
Again, the decisions at the very end were all by your parents and I, so don't blame yourself. We talked about this, right? We were all just trying to respect Daisy's final wishes. But I think it's safe to say that Daisy always thought of you as her mom, and so you should too.
You know, I don't know why I'm telling you this now, but I'm thinking of quitting art. I don't want to draw anymore.
Wait, what? Are you serious? What makes you say that?
I was actually thinking of telling you both this, but I really am thinking of quitting, but I know now that the reason I left in the first place was all for Daisy. If she hadn't been in my life, I could have never done my art, but now she's gone.
I understand that you're going through a lot right now, and I know that it might be hard to continue with your art. But I don't think I can just let you give up so easily.
But how can you say that when it's my fault that this happened to Daisy in the first place? I mean, I left and then she got sick. You can see why I'm so upset about this, right?
You left us to chase your dreams, and Daisy always supported you for that. Do you want to just give up on those dreams now that Daisy is gone?
Would it really be so bad if I did?
Of course it would be bad. Daisy put herself through so much so that you could have the creative space that you needed. To turn your back on all of that now would be to turn your back on all that Daisy was doing for you.
But, I mean, I couldn't even see her in the end, all my success, and I could do nothing for her. What is the point of going on like this?
I know that you weren't here to see this, but I saw Daisy go through hell and back with her sickness. But the entire time, she never gave up on life. And do you know why? It's because she knew you were out there chasing your own dreams.
I know, but I don't know how I'm going to go on with my life now that I know my inspiration for everything is gone. Like a hat of fire inside of me, it's been snuffed out since yesterday.
I don't think it's really been snuffed out. It's just a lot weaker than it was, but it'll grow back. And do you know what the flame is? It isn't your skill or your passion or anything like that. That flame is a little piece of Daisy. It's a little part of your daughter that you carried with you in your career, in your life, a whole ocean away from us.
You're right about that flame. It was always only Daisy, but that's why I don't know what I'm going to do now that she's gone in my life.
But she's not gone. She's still there. She's in our memories. She's in the empty seat at this table. She's in the shrines that we make, the belongings we choose to keep. Nothing about Daisy's death was easy for me, or your parents, or even my own parents. But we didn't just give up and walk away from all that we'd done with our lives. We knew that it wasn't what Daisy would have wanted from any of us, and it certainly isn't what she would want from you.
But how can I ever get past the guilt of not being there for my daughter during her final moments?
That's something that you're going to struggle with, but just know that you're not going through it alone. Now, I'm going to pick you up in a few hours, and we'll be doing this together. After that, I got in the car with Rachel's parents, and I went to go pick her up. On the way to the cemetery, we reminisced about all kinds of memories we all had of Daisy. Rachel insisted on hearing about Daisy as a high schooler, what club she was in, what subjects she excelled in, what she wanted to major in college. Though, when we arrived at her grave, Rachel could only collapse in a solemn silence. The rest of us stepped back to give her a moment alone with Daisy. We don't realize the finality of our decisions, the way that they can have ripple effects far beyond our control, until something happens that can't be fixed or undone. But afterwards, the only thing one can do is live in a way that respects those consequences and that is true to the ones that we love. These days, Rachel isn't doing much art, but when we met the other day, she told me she wanted to try her hand at writing, saying that when her book was done, it would be dedicated to Daisy. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.